You know, you got to figure there's 500 comedy clubs, another fucking 300-400 venues of weekends. There's a lot of comics working. There's a lot of ships. There's a lot of things going on for comedians, you know? And just to get into that career, there's got to be something wrong with you. Mm-hmm. And for some people, they need attention. And for some people, it's an outlet. And for some people, it's therapy. You know, it's your own personal fucking Jesus. It's your own personal Jesus for what you want it to be. For me, it was my last escape. I did not know I would be here 20 years later. I never anticipated being in California. For me, I would have been happy just staying locally. We discussed this the other day on the podcast Wednesday night with the musicians. We discussed how I thought I could just get a job and do comedy as an outlet. I never thought I would do anything greater than that or anything more than that. But because of comedy, this is where I ended up, and I took it. I accepted it. I opened up my heart to it, and I fucking accepted it. So that's the moral of the fucking story, that you got to be crazy to do this. Mm-hmm. Okay? I don't know why people made, you know, I understand we lost a great talent last week, but it's amazing how all these fucking people came out of the woodwork with their own things about the human mind. And They have no fucking idea. All of a sudden, we didn't know he was crazy. Look at early Robin Williams, fucking early, a Catch a Rising Star. Those performances. He was fucking nuts. Yeah. You know, I bumped into him in 1985. This is a true story. I bumped into him in Snowmass Village at the mall there. We used to be a store. It used to be Commander Video. And he would come in there. And one day he came in, and I saw him. And as soon as he walked in, guys, I smelled him. Oh, no. He smelled like B.O. That's when he was doing blow. And he wouldn't sign Moscow on the Hudson for me. I asked him, could he sign Moscow on the Hudson? He said no, and he ran out of there. And it shocked me, you know. But I could tell then there was something, you know, something. And when you mix them, well, there's something. So let's kill this subject right now. I mean, my heart just goes out to him.
I just think it's like kind of how we were talking about how people are negative about the ice bucket challenge. That some people are like, oh, well, why do we care that this comedian killed himself? And there's people who do it every day. I think hopefully what will happen is that just because everyone loves Robin Williams, is that hopefully someone who was getting close to that will get help. But yeah, you're right. I mean, it's not every comedian.
Helps one fucking person.
Yeah.
If it helps one fucking person, then it was great that it was brought to light. Mm-hmm. A lot of people sit at home and don't know what's happening to them. A lot of people, whether it's sleep apnea, whether it's depression creeping up on them, they don't know what's happening to them, Lee. They just think they're having a bad day and they're going to come out of this fog in a week. They really don't. People don't know what they're walking into every fucking morning, guy. So my heart goes out to you if you have depression or you feel something. You know, fuck the money. Go get help. You know, whatever. Call somebody. Talk to people. You know, that's the number one thing. I had a friend that had the beginnings of it, and I would talk to him. And even me, as crazy as I was, I never tiptoed around it, but I never was really full tilt Joey Diaz. Because full tilt Joey Diaz will work with you 3 or 4 times, and then after that he'll grab you by the shirt and tell you not what's wrong with you, but all the good things that are going on in your life. And this is why you have to overcome this. Because you do have all these good things. That depression just tells you all the bad things in your life. I'm going to come in and grab you by the fucking neck and tell you you're a bad motherfucker and that you have one bad thing. So take care of it, because if you don't take care of it, it'll bleed into all your other good things. Like the coke addiction I had. It's no different. All these things, you don't think they affect you, but they bleed into every single avenue of your life. When you're a carpenter, if you look up and hit your fucking nail with the thing, it affects your career. It affects you in every single way. It also affects you when you go out. You know, what do we know what these cops are going through? Did you ever think of that? So before I judge anybody on this situation, whether it's Ferguson, I always think about what were they going through the minute before this happened. Mm-hmm. That cop from Ferguson, did he just come from a domestic violence dispute where the guy had a knife? Did he just see somebody? You understand, bro? There's so many variables. You know, when they did that colonoscopy and they put me out, they said to me, they made somebody come and drive. Could I drive home? Fuck yeah, I could drive home. But they made somebody come and drive because they said you might make bad judgments. The day I kidnapped Bella, who called here the other day while we were doing a podcast, I had done one of those things. I could have fought it in court and said that, hey, I was put out, I couldn't make a choice. Listen, let's face it. I fucking kidnapped that kid and took those drugs. I knew exactly what I was doing.
Yeah.
The point being is that I don't even know what the fucking point being is. The point being is that it's Monday, August 18th. All right? And it starts all over again today. So what? You drank over the weekend. It starts today. So what? You smoked a cigarette over the weekend. Ate today. So what? You ate 15 Taco Bells. So what? It all starts all over today. That's the beautiful thing about fucking Monday mornings. Who's fucking better than you, Lee, cocksucker?
Nobody.
Nobody. That's right. That's right. So anyway, what's up?
Nothing. I'm stoned. What's going on?
Something happened this week that really, yesterday, I was sitting there, and I was feeding the cats, and I was just thinking, I was watching the UFC, you know, and they added Josh Kotzek to the show, and he was pretty funny. He took his tooth out. And I watch all that stuff. You know, I'm an idiot. And it's funny that I in a way, I was like, where's Chael? You know, because Chael used to do that with those guys, and he's gone. And something over the week, I watched Metamoris last week when he got submitted, and I read shit about Chael. You know what? I realized something about Chael. I was like, I don't like this fucking guy anymore. Like, I just have no use for him at all anymore. There was a time when I liked him, and then I started feeling bad for Chael, and then I started realizing that the reason why I didn't like Chael, how old is Chael Sonnen right now? The reason why I was mad at Chael Sonnen is because of a fucking, you know, listen, man, I'm not the best looking guy in the world. My voice irritates me.
He's 37.
There's a lot of things that irritate me about me. The addiction, when I used to get high, I look at myself in the mirror and I poke my face. That's why I have these scars. There's the thing I hated about, the quality I hated the most about myself that I didn't even know I was doing. And I see it all the time. And a couple of weeks ago, I came in here one morning, I was having a conversation with Lee. And Lee said something to me, and I didn't get mad at Lee for what he wasn't doing. I got mad at Lee for saying it how he did. And I went off on Lee, and Lee was mad at me for a few days. And then we talked, and it's so weird when people don't claim responsibility, Lee. It destroys me because you're not living to your fullest. If you remove that thing from your life, oh my God, your life gets so much better. If people had to ask me one thing that helped me the most, was that I went up in front of that judge and he told me I didn't claim responsibility. And while I sat in that cell, yeah, I had a good time and don't do it and I laughed, but I thought about that line the whole time and not claim responsibility. And it was so me. I remember I remember bumping into the district attorney at the supermarket in Boulder. And I was talking to me and he looked at me and he goes, Joey, we have an investigator, we checked. You've been chucking and jiving all your fucking life and making people laugh through everything and they forget, it's just Joey. You gotta pay your dues. You gotta do this, man. You gotta come fucking clean. And I would sit there and go, you're not supposed to come clean, you know. You're supposed to, no. Especially when people trying to help you, you know. And that was the thing that bothered me most about Chael, that his talent wasn't up to par with his mouth. You know, when he fought Henderson, when he fought John Jones, it was always his mouth that got him the fucking fight, but then when he get there, he got the same result over and over, which is the same thing the DA told me when he said I was chucking and jiving. That's what I was doing. I was chucking and jiving through my life. And then when I didn't, instead of just going, you know what? I mean, after the second time they caught him, he's still talking about that his kids, he wanted to get his wife pregnant, and that's why he did them. And I sat there heartbroken because you'll never grow as a human being. And I know Chael. I know that he came clean last week. But you know what? In his heart, he never came clean. And that was the biggest thing that I overcame in my life. Forget the fucking coke and the fucking being a piece of shit criminal and the shoplifting and the fucking lying and everything I was doing when I was at a young age. Everything changed because I looked at my perspective different of claiming responsibility. And you guys, you sit there going, fuck, we're turning this shit off. Joey's going on that rant about claiming responsibility because everybody wants to move forward. But for me, that was the biggest fucking hurdle. And once I overcame it, the world opened up. Forget about cleaning up on the drugs. Forget it, because even if I would have cleaned up on the drugs, Lee, I would still not come clean with myself about the things I'm doing. You know? And
well, it's easy. It's like, even, I'm sure you have points right now, like maybe what happened over the weekend, where you were like, oh, I should have just told my wife earlier, or I don't know in what way, but sometimes even when I try to, it's easy sometimes to blame other people, and it feels good because then you're not blaming yourself. But then when you look back, and you're like, oh, I should have just done that. And
oh my God, it's such a, you know what? It's such a fucking. I don't like people saying something to me. I hate when somebody says, Lily, do me a favor, pick up that piece of paper. You know you had to pick it up for 5 fucking days. You know you had to go pick up that suit at the dry cleaners. We all know we got to do shit. And it's like, it destroys. And then when you tell me the reason why you didn't do it, I do the same. You know, I do the same in my mind. But then I go, you know what? Fuck everything. Now I got to get my car in traffic and pay my dues for not going. You know, that's how I be, you know, and it's just so many different fucking things. You know, the gym for me. Like right now I'm talking to you, but 10 minutes ago when Danny, I was thinking about how I'm going to work out today. I have so many different things. Do I have time to zip into Wilshire, do the workout, and zip back? I really don't today. So that means I got to run home, do paperwork, write a little bit, and then go to the park and work out. That's important to me. But it's amazing how when I would go on the road, I would never work out and give myself excuses. It's a fucked up gym. You can still put sneakers on and walk.
yeah,
You can still put sneakers on and walk. Well, I don't have money for a gym. You can still put sneakers on and walk. Like there's always an answer. There's always a fucking answer, you know? And that's it. I hope that Chael overcomes this. I overcame it at 26. And I think I fucked around with it for about another year, and then I got it, and I moved on. And I got to tell you, it really helped me. And some people might say, oh, well, Joey, sometimes in your actions, you're kind of negative because you have to know yourself. You have to know yourself and what limitations you have and whatnot. Well, I want to try something that I'm not going to fucking like. Why? I try everything. I practice everything I preach here. You know, I practice fucking getting up early. I practice fucking doing something every day. All we need in this life is to be 1% better every fucking day. Every day when I wake up, I'm like, you know what I'm going to do today? I'm going to be a little better than what I was yesterday. I'm going to say fuck one last time. I'm going to say fuck one less time. I'm going to say shit one less time. I'm going to, you know, it's just so many fucking things. And we'll leave with that. We'll be back Wednesday fucking night, you savages. 8 o'clock. We got a great guest coming in. Don't worry about nothing. You know, we always take care of you.
What's with the questions?
What's with the questions, cocksucker? So, Chael, I love you. Robin Williams, my heart goes out to you. And I hope you motherfuckers had a great podcast. I know I had a great time.
It was fun. But yeah, I was thinking about you this weekend because I almost burned down my fucking hotel room. Because I've been trying to be better, so I got a hotel that you can cook in. And I got a steak from a grocery store, and I had the hotel room had one of those pocket doors because I've set off the smoke alarm in a hotel before, and it's fucking a pain in the ass. And so this time I cooked it in the bathroom, and the pocket door wouldn't open.
Whoa. You cooked it in the bathroom.
I didn't want to set off the smoke alarm.
Can you believe what I live with? If I didn't do this podcast, these are the calls I get at 10 o'clock at night when I'm focusing, I'm nice and high. I cooked the steak in the bathroom, and you're like,
I didn't want to set off the smoke alarm. I've done that
I was
before.
in prison, and I didn't cook a steak in the fucking bathroom, okay?
I didn't. I did it on the sink area. I didn't do it anywhere gross.
Listen, anything in a hotel bathroom is fucking gross.
What am I supposed to do?
Set the alarm off. Take the battery out of the fucking alarm.
I don't think you can do that.
Yes, you can.
Did you ever cook in a hotel?
All the time. Are you fucking nasty? I'm not cooking in a hotel. I don't even like bringing food to my hotel room. Your room fucking stinks. You got to be in there for 3 more fucking days. Now I got Chinese room and garbage. I got Chinese food leftovers in my fucking garbage. It smells like Ching Su's house. You know, I'm going to get a fucking headache.
Really? Okay.
Whenever
I tried to save money on the road.
Yeah, eat in your car. That's how you save money. But I gotta eating and you're cooking a fucking 8-course meal in your room.
It wasn't an 8-course meal. I cooked one steak and they had a microwave, so I had some frozen veggies.
Oh, Jesus Christ! And when did you cook the steak in?
They had a hot plate with a pan. It wasn't it's I got a hotel that had a little kitchen.
You should have just put the steak on the grill and not the thing. You didn't have to use.
Oh, that's gross. Everyone else cooks on it. At least the pan was clean. I just didn't want to set it off. I'm surprised. I thought you would have cooked some, like tried to save money.
Are
What do
you?
you do on the road?
I went to Subway.
Is that why you hate Subway so much?
But then they had
Veggie
the
and cheese.
seafood salad back then. So they had the seafood salad, which is really, who knows what it is,
Yeah,
but
that's
it would
good for
fill
you.
me up. And then I just went meatless. I just went veggie and cheese for years. A foot long veggie and cheese used to be like fucking $2 with a cookie and a soda.
I haven't been in there, but like even like anytime I go anywhere, it's like a $15 sandwich. I bet it's a $15 foot long now. Wouldn't be
Listen,
surprised. At least
I ain't,
10.
I ain't, I ain't goofing on you because you cooked the steak in your room, even though
No, I know. I don't care.
there's got to be. And this is what I say to you, man. We had a conversation last week, you and I told you that comedy is fucking great. I adore it, man. And I always did. And, we talk about bus rides and planes and hitchhiking. I did it all to get to my gig. It was a different time then.
Okay.
But right now, like, listen, nothing really changed. When I went to Seattle, my first feature weekend paid $450. And
How
no
many
hotel.
shows?
5.
It's about the same.
Nothing has changed. Okay. That week paid because I lived at home. I was in Seattle. But I told you I had to work 3 weeks. If you got a plane ticket, you got to stay there for 3 weeks. Because that's the only way you're going to make the money back. And in between, but Joey, what do I do on Monday through Wednesday? Figure it out. Figure it out. There's always the bus station. But like I've always told you, if you make it down to Florida, the universe is watching. You're going to do an open mic at a bar, tell some guy you're staying at a hotel. He'll tell you that's a disgusting place. Come on, come to my basement. My grandmother will cook for you for 2 days. There's an open mic in Kendall tomorrow night. That's what happens. But you're not going to know that before you go.
Right. You can't plan it.
And it's always, I swear to God, you're saying how I made a living sometimes was what I had left over on Sunday. And if I had money left over on Sunday, it was because, it was just something was taken care of. I didn't know, like when you did triple runs, the hotel, 9 out of 10 times, if you were there Sunday morning and you wanted to stay an extra day, they'd only charge you $20.
Oh, that's nice. No one does that anymore.
And I go, what about Monday? Another 20. Fuck it. I'll just stay here till Wednesday. What am I going to drive home 8 hours and 8 back? I got to be around the corner on fucking Wednesday again. Fuck it. I'll just stay here for 4 days. And now you got to adapt in some town you don't know nothing about. And you're going to have the best time in your life. You're going to go get pancakes, mingle. That Monday night, maybe they have a jazz night, couple guys playing the guitar, ukulele, whatever. And all of a sudden you're like, what are you doing in town? I'm a comic. I'm playing. Oh, yeah, get up on stage. And you're like, holy shit, I'm doing Saturday on a Monday night at a fucking bar with 3 toothless guys. Who cares? That's part of the fucking journey.
Right.
And that night, listen, for all the steaks I missed all those years and lobster tails, they made up. They made up. Because Joe Rogan bought me more steaks than my mother. And she was around for 16 years. Joe broke her record. So for every one of those steaks that you miss, you're going to get them later on. And trust me, on the road, you could be a fat fuck because you could turn into a fat fuck. Because if you eat the comedy food, you're done. If you eat every chicken sandwich you eat, that's fucking disgusting. You eat 3 of the, even if you try to eat healthy, I'll have the chicken sandwich. Once you bite into that grilled chicken, it tastes like bat meat. You think it's fucking vampire season or some shit in that restaurant. What the fuck am I eating this poison for?
And were there like, because for me, there's that, but it's also like the travel part of comedy is also like not half, but it's a good chunk of what's exciting about going on the road. And like I always like, I'm a fat guy. I want to go and see find out what the best restaurant is, not necessarily like the most expensive, but like go find like,
That's
wings in
part of it.
Buffalo or like,
Well, listen, let's say you go to fucking Kentucky, right?
mhm,
You're not going to call me and go, I can't find the fucking, what's the people, Chipotle.
right.
Why? I hope you don't find it. I
You
hope
just
you
get
don't find it. You're in Kentucky. Go get some local flair.
right, yeah.
Go get a piece of cornbread, whatever that, whatever the flair is. But Joey, I don't like it. So what? Just go to the hotel. Just go to the restaurant. If I'm traveling for 19 hours, Joey, to get to your gig, Lee, take a little care of me. Upgrade my thing. Get me a bidet in the fucking toilet, whatever, you know. But if you're only on a train for 3 hours, why are you buying a first class ticket?
Right.
You mix
The
right
seats
in with the
are actually
local.
comfortable.
You open up your fucking computer laptop. You put your earphones on. You put Netflix on. You're good to go. You don't need no fucking first class ticket. You still got Wi-Fi.
Yeah, it's fucking. I like the driving. I take it a lot. Every time I never drive to New York anymore.
No. And driving in New York, listen, I'm scared of going into the city anymore. It's just, and not that I'm scared of the crime or anything. It's just such a fucking, I don't go in there enough to justify what I got to put up with. I was spoiled as a young man. I could just tiptoe over. Now, those days are a little gone. It's a 40-minute fucking drive. So, but I want to talk to you about this weekend.
Okay.
Well, last Wednesday night, I don't know what I did. I fucking, my daughter she likes the Japanese shit, the box, not the bento box, but they have the hibachi.
Okay, that's good.
It is really good there. And I'm like, all right, let's go for hibachi. I wasn't hungry enough to get the whole hibachi steak. So I said, you know what? I'm going to get a soup and a salad, a nice clear soup, and I'm going to get myself a little sushi, maybe a roll, and 2 pieces of white tuna. Because they don't have albacore here. It's not like LA tuna, I go in there, I eat the 2 pieces of tuna. I had the soup, fucking salad was great. Soup was even better. The clear soup with the mushrooms and shit.
Oh yeah, that's good too. Yeah.
Fucking great. And then I ate the sushi, but you know what? I was full. So I left like 2 pieces of sushi. Boom. I come back, we're talking, I get high, whatever. We go to bed, and at 3 o'clock, I get up with my sleep apnea mask on. I think I'm going to puke.
Oh no.
I just get up to the edge of the table, and I just want to see where I'm at. I bring the garbage can close to me. I take a water bottle out of it, and I take the mask off. And I'm like, oh my God, am I going to get sick? And all of a sudden, I got up, and dog, I have no reason to lie to you or the viewers. I let out a burp. It was like a double burp, like it was like boop, and then it just went like it came out. And I started gagging, and my wife was sleeping, and she actually woke up and said, what is that smell? And I go, something's wrong with my stomach. It was a burp. She's like, oh my God. And then I went to the bathroom, and I was dry heaving, and a little fart came out of my ass, right? And it smelled so fucking bad because you fart with jeans on, and it cuts it. It's like cocaine. You cut it with inositol.
Right.
So when that fart comes out of your ass with one level of defense, just a MeUndies, it just shot up. So now I'm trying to puke, and that fart smell's coming in. It was a double whammy, dog. And from there on, I did not recover. My nose kept fucking dripping. I kept barfing. I didn't barf at all. I'm not gonna lie to you. I barfed
I was
like
gonna say.
two little barfs. I did, but nothing like Exorcist, nothing like that. The main problem was the burping and the farting with a little couple like shits that got stuck. You know those shits that you sit there for 20 minutes, you're pushing, and all of a sudden you look and it's just a little rat tail.
Oh, that's
And
the worst.
it just lands and it sticks up on right before it goes into the lake. It just sticks up maybe 2 inches. You're like, I've been here for 10 minutes for 2 inches to come out. That must be hard. So it had to be something that got stuck, like a bad piece of salmon or something.
So do you think that's what woke you up? Is like you smelled your like one of the first burps and you like?
No, I woke up because my stomach was actually fucking just about to blow up. I thought I was going to puke.
Yeah, but okay.
But when
I thought like your burps made you sick.
Oh my God. And then Thursday, I didn't feel it all day. And then Friday, I did not feel it. I couldn't do much on Friday. Friday night, I had a little bit of a temperature.
Dang.
Stayed up half the night. Saturday, I got up early. I went to the girls' game. They fucking won. They're in the championship next week.
Nice.
And after that, my day was fucking ruined Saturday, like for 5 hours in the middle. And then I ate something Saturday night, and I started feeling better. Yesterday, I was still drippy. And then today, I'm tip-top magoo on a fucking Monday, because you got to be.
That's crazy that you think it was the sushi.
I don't know. I don't want to blame it on it. They're talking about this flu in the Northeast, but I don't think it was really that. I don't know. I just didn't feel good. I couldn't focus. I was supposed to meet friends all weekend to go eat. I had to cancel twice.
That sucks. Yes, puking is the worst.
But Sunday, it's fucking 60 degrees. It's a beautiful day to be alive.
It was awesome.
I shaved. I washed my monkey. I wasn't feeling tip-top magoo. So I just went for a walk, and I got a little sun. You got to get some vitamin D. I'm sitting out there. I'm not going to meet the girls till 4 o'clock. And I got an hour to kill. So I called one of my nephews, and he told me a weed store to go to. I go, it's time for me to go to a weed store. Just to check out what they got, So I went to Zen Leaf in motherfucking Neptune.
Oh, cool.
Tremendous. Great people, huge. Big difference from California. The places I went to, because this does a lot more volume. These places got 12 people working.
Oh, yeah, they're huge.
They're huge, I got a couple quarters. I got like an explodable joint. And I got this. This is hysterical because here's what it says. It says RSO full cannabis oil made with premium flower. Oil applicator dab ligator. And this is the line that kills me because I know people would throw this away right off the bat. This is a high potency product and may increase your risk for psychosis. I'm in. What are you warning me about this? This is for fucking Gentiles. This is for people who fucking, wear the tight suits with the brown shoes. The intoxicating effects of this product may be delayed for 2 or more hours. Well, let me tell you something. I couldn't even wait to open this.
I know.
It's like a fucking pen.
Okay. And what do you do with it?
You take this off. You set how much you want. I'm going for look at that. Oh, yeah. Beep.
Holy shit.
And you push this motherfucker through.
So you just had, holy shit, you just had some oil?
Yep.
I thought it was like a smoking pen. Isn't that what they give to cancer patients? And finally, I was like, hey, I let Augustino drive home. I didn't take my own car. And I took a 1 a.m. Greyhound from Bakersfield to downtown LA. And I sat next to this dude eating African food. And I was just staring at my Google Maps on my phone, watching the little dot go all the way to LA. It took 2-3 hours or something.
Oh.
And then I had to get an Uber from the downtown LA bus, that bus stop.
Oh.
In Bakersfield at midnight is not a happy place to be.
No. Listen, there's no bus stop in the country at midnight that anybody's happy. Okay? You ain't whistling Dixie at a fucking buck stop at 11 o'clock at night when your bus don't leave till 5. Everything is closed in that bus terminal.
Right.
Everything. And there's 5 other guys sitting there 30 yards from each other. The only thing that wakes those guys up is when a little duck comes on the pond, like some runaway that's shy or some wife with a black eye that's got luggage. She's leaving. And that's when these 5 dudes perk up and go, oh, I've been in this bus station lonely as a motherfucker. And all of a sudden they try to be helpful and shit. And you're like, oh, this lady ain't going to make it out of Buffalo. She ain't making it out of Buffalo. Oh, look at that guy she's talking to. Ooh, that's not good. Maybe I should save her. No.
Yeah, the buses are a weird place.
This is not going to end well.
Oh, my buddy he was doing a gig in Maine, and he took a video. They have buses from Boston to New York for $4.99. what do you like? There's only 1 or 2 seats on it that are $4.99. But what kind of people? Like I saw, like, well, there's what are
People
they
come on
doing?
there with chickens and their pet snake. You got to sit next to a guy with a pet snake who's a psychic. I
What do
need
you
this
think?
shit in my life. Like, dog, there's so much. Listen, I've been in that predicament tons of times. This is why I can laugh at it freely. You want a fun bus?
Yeah.
You take the LA 11:05 to El Paso at 1:55 in the afternoon bus. Then you get back to me.
So it's 14 hours straight on a bus?
Straight. You stop in New Mexico, maybe. That's it. That's it.
Jesus. That's fun.
You wake up like at 7 in the morning in New Mexico. The best is when you pass out, because you don't go to bed you don't get on the bus at 11 and go to bed unless you got a drug problem, unless you're turning yourself into the authorities. I got one eye open the whole night. I got double
Right.
batteries. I got the iPod. I'm fucking doing something, but I ain't sleeping. I don't sleep till it breaks me. Till everybody else on the bus is sleeping, that's when I go to sleep. Okay. So
Okay.
pass out like at 4, and all of a sudden at 7, they're throwing you off the bus. In New Mexico, it's fucking cold out. You got to go outside there's no fucking 2-egg breakfast. It's a fucking dude who don't speak any English, just hoofing it, Sí, por favor, egg, whatever the fuck it is. You're eating like shit. Then you get back on this bus. But I was doing it for the love of comedy.
How
I
long did
love
you take
comedy
buses
so
for?
much. Like, I wouldn't go visit my grandmother if I had to take a bus. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
if somebody called me and said, Joey, I'm dying, you got to take a 22-hour bus drive, you're on your own, Jack, because 22 hours, with my luck, you'll die at the 19th hour. So call me in a week. Let me know.
Yeah. Would you be pissed?
But for the love of comedy, I get on that bus.
Right. And how long were you taking buses for, do you think?
Well, listen, I would alternate.
Okay.
Sometimes I could afford a plane ticket. Sometimes I could afford a high-end bus. I think I took one train. I tried a train. That was a fucking nightmare. You can't smoke on the train. Fucking the light is going everywhere. It's windy and shit. I did it all, man. Got in a car with people that I shouldn't have gotten into. This is love of stand-up. This is a loving of what you do. You're single. You have nothing on your calendar. And this is when you listen to those songs by Bon Jovi and fucking the other guy, fucking Bob Seger, about being on the road. And that's what it's like. It's you alone, in those years. And it gives you a lot to think about. And for me at that time, it's what I needed. I needed to figure out my life. Why not do it at a Greyhound bus station? You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy. Like I've because I do okay on I stay at like not great places sometimes if I'm paying for it myself, but I've never taken a bus. Like, do you think I should? Like, I'm not gonna take a 14-hour bus, but like if I'm going like 3 or 4 hours, should I just do a bus?
Yeah, try get a high-end bus that gives you internet. Listen, man, I got on the train the year before the pandemic. Me
Okay.
and Fultron would go up and down the East Coast on a train. And I'm not gonna lie to you, it was a little bit pricey.
It's gone down.
It's gone down, but it was at that time, and
It
you're
was
looking
high.
at it going, but then you get to the train and you're like, this is fucking great.
Oh, it's
I got
awesome. It's a
Wi-Fi, I got
deal.
this. There's a waitress who brings you food if you want. I mean, you're not gonna get fucking lobster fucking whatever, but they got something for everybody on the train. It ain't gonna fucking kill you. It was great. Philadelphia train station. Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's hard to leave there, Jack. They got everything in that motherfucker.
Oh, is that the one with all the food?
Yeah, DC. They're great, those bus stations. So if I was still doing what I was doing, if I was a smart dude, I would go, you know what? I'm doing a train tour.
Yeah.
Wherever the train takes me, it starts up by where you were last week.
Providence.
Providence, and it goes all the way down. That train goes right to Providence.
It goes all the way into Boston too.
Yeah. You could do that train and do a week on the road with that train.
I
7
think it goes
shows.
to Florida.
What?
Because I've taken that train all the way down. I think it goes all the way to Florida if you wanted to. That's a little far,
That
but
fucking train. You know, I'm not going down to Florida. I'll go as high as like DC, 3-4 hours. You know,
right.
They have an express sometimes. Whatever.
No, I did that for the first time last time I went to New York. That is great.
That's
it
a
cuts
great.
It cuts like an hour off because I've sat in first class on the train like you were just talking about, but I sit mostly in coach. I get
Yeah.
like the $19 tickets, and they're to be honest with you, not bad at all.
You're not moving into the fucking thing. Always remember, if you got to what they give who?
Cancer patients.
Listen, if it's good enough for cancer patients, it's good enough for Uncle Joey. If this is the shit that killed Magumba, this is what I need. You know what I'm saying?
Magumba, I think that's what they give. That's crazy. That's awesome, though. Is this the first time you've tried it?
Yeah, obviously you don't see me with this thing. I make believe I'm a pen. I'm going to try to get like darts so I can shoot it at people. Put like a syringe in this motherfucker and just blast it.
I can't trust you on any drinks now.
It's time to see the devil. I tried it yesterday.
Oh, that's what I asked you.
I didn't just open it today. I tried it yesterday.
How did it work?
It was good. It gave me a kick, but I got a headache later on in the middle of the night. But it was good enough. It was worth the headache.
Jesus Christ. I've never tried with Simpson oil.
It was really cool. Man, I got to start doing a lot more.
In what way?
I think this winter shut me down a little bit. I was getting depressed the other day. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I'm like, you know what? The fucking winter here is brutal. And the rain sometimes, I like to go up north. I like to mingle up, maybe go to a Cuban restaurant. The last couple of weeks, I haven't done any of that. I've been very local. And yesterday I said, let me just take a ride. It was fucking beautiful. You got to fucking get out there. But they were really nice people. Chris took care of me, Security was great. The customers were great. So I found myself a little fucking home to go to once a week. Just walk around, see what they got. The weed ain't bad. And as a matter of fact, I'll tell you why I went. For the last year, I've been smoking off the fucking dope chain. Listen, when we were together, we were getting the best of the best every day. I was walking in there with jars of shit every day.
You always went to the store.
And it kills me sometimes that I got to get up in the morning and get high in the morning to get my day going. But then when I go back to the bong in the afternoon, nothing happens.
Jesus.
And sometimes I go back like at 6 or 7, and then I get the party started. And something happens, but nothing to take me over, like to call you and go, oh my God, I'm having the best hot fudge sundae I've ever had in my life. Nothing like that.
Okay.
So I was talking to a friend of mine. He goes, Joey, go backwards for a while. He goes, take that good stuff, put it to the side, and just smoke regular stuff. Lower it. Take a chance for 2 or 3 days. Let your body get assimilated with it again and just smoke that on occasions. Listen, I'm alive. Every day for me is an occasion. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Where I come from, you smoke 35% weed on a fucking daily. You're not going to take a day off because today's my bad breath day. I'm just going to smoke weed that gives me a headache. Fuck you. It's true. I'm running out of shit to smoke.
Because I was going to say 3 days is not enough to reset your tolerance. And you're still smoking.
But if I could smoke this shit for a week or so, I mean, listen, this weed is very good. It's a strong indica. Again, it's not what we were used to getting, but the problem is that all these weeds are they're all hybriding them on me. I'm a fucking high-end indica guy. I don't want to, I know that you need this little bit of sativa to make it grow, but I want to go to sleep, and I don't like smoking purples either. I get
What's wrong with purples?
And my eyes itch. What's that?
Your eyes itch? You're allergic to purple, you think?
I don't know, man. But anyway, I got a lot of mental problems. And this is why I help these people out from time to time, and I'm also a customer. Let's take a quick break. And
Yeah, I just joined up.
What happened, brother?
I just want to say I just joined up first session this week, so I'll tell you guys about it next time.
Good for you, man.
I'm excited.
Any issues I should know about?
No new ones. I just haven't done it in a while. I did it in LA for a couple of years in person, and it was really hard, like, you know, to make time, and like especially in LA traffic to get down there. Now you can do it from your phone, so I'm excited to see what that's like. I've heard good things about it.
I enjoyed it, but after a couple weeks, you listen, man. We're all very. I don't know. I think I am from the pandemic. We're all very. I didn't go back on stage right away after the pandemic. And I got to see people little by little, but I could tell, like, after, it was rough on me. And it was really rough on me when I knew there was jiu-jitsu around here. And I started feeling weird, and that's why I'm so happy. September 21st, I took that decision, and I walked up those stairs and went to the Gracie School. Because I remember leaving there after the first private with Sean, and I was free of something. And then that night, I had to go to that premiere, and there was 2,000 people in that movie theater. Dog, I was holding my breath. I was doing. Everybody was sitting next to each other. I'm like, I'm gonna die because of a fucking premiere, you know. And then I lived, and nothing happened. But I went once a week, and I could tell just from him and I, like, doing throws, you know, him teaching me moves, I was feeling better. You know, like I don't know what I needed. I didn't know, but I know that whatever I wasn't getting wasn't working.
It's just nice to talk things through with someone.
Yeah, sometimes, I wouldn't mind doing 3 on and 1 off. Like, come in and let's talk 1 day a month. And then it makes it easier the rest of the month. You're working on those things. That's what I thought after I got off.
Right. But, you don't need it every week sometimes.
Listen, man, this Zoom and telehealth shit, I think it went a little too far.
In what way?
We're very dependent on it, like us, with 2,000 miles away from each other. We're not going to drive into the city to rendezvous in the middle to do 3 episodes. Then you got to bang them out. People get mad at you for not putting them up fresh and talking, So you have to be involved with it. At our point, we can't. You have a day job. I got response. A friend of mine called me the other day for a podcast, which I'm really interested in doing. But the problem is, it's going to be, for me to do it, I got to leave here at 10 in the morning.
It's your whole day.
And it's my whole day. And that's what people have no idea about. It's not driving around the corner to the church no more and stopping at the weed store. I could leave my house at 1:45, stop at the weed store and be there 5 after 2, and the guest would be walking in with me. This would be fucking, it just wouldn't work. I could probably do it for 3 weeks, and then I'd have to go something,
Things change, yeah.
Things change a lot, and people have no idea,